guys, you're watching German Gyan. My name is Nidhi Jain and guys, we are up with a new video and the new video is all about basic essential tips for beginners. In this video, you're gonna know a lot of tips and tricks in a very different way. So make sure to watch this video till end. And if you're watching me for the very first time, then my name is Nidhi Jain. I am a CEO and the founder of German Gyan. German Gyan provides you online and offline classes. We do provide teacher training program, exam preparation, brush up classes, like whatever you can think around German. German Gyan is a one-stop solution. So let's start with these tips. Definitely it's gonna be super duper helpful. Let's start.
Let's learn basic essential tips for beginners for learning German. In this video, I will be telling you that which topic you need to learn and why. And again, I'm going to tell you how you can practice that topic. So let's start with the video. The basic essential tip is learn basic pronunciations early, because German pronunciation is like a puzzle. And now imagine that there is a word Entschuldigung, which means excuse me. Now if you miss just one piece of the spelling, and then you can sound like you are summoning a dragon. So to avoid this mistake and situation, learn the basic pronunciations as early as possible. To learn these basic pronunciation, what you can do is practice tricky sounds. For example, umlaut, umlaut and umlaut, because we don't have these letters in our English and Hindi language, and these words are mostly tricky to sound or pronounce if you are speaking German. So better practice these sounds as early as possible. Second tip is master the articles, because German nouns have genders and using the wrong one can lead to awkward situation. For example, if you say die Kuchen instead of der Kuchen, that will raise eyebrows, because der Kuchen means a single cake and die Kuchen means cakes. So even if you want just one cake, but if you say die Kuchen, then the waiter will bring so many cakes for you. So for learning articles, what you can do is just give some characters to each noun. For example, the table, which is der Tisch. You can assume that the table is a grumpy old man and man is a masculine, so the article of table will be der. And another example can be die Lampe, means lamp. So to a lamp you can give a character of a fancy diva. Now a fancy diva is a feminine, so your lamp is feminine. That's how you can give different characters to your nouns, and it will be easy for you to learn the genders of each noun. The third tip is understand the word order, means the verb placement, because verb is the main thing in a sentence which you need to place on the correct place. Because in German language, the verb often takes a surprise vacation to the end of a sentence. Yes. The only trick is the only trick is learn the basics first and then jump into the word. The next tip is learn common phrases. Now you don't need to reinvent the wheel, just grab it. Knowing a few key phrases will make you sound like a pro, even if you are still mixing your ders and das, means your articles. Just learn the phrases, because like in any other language, German phrases plays a big role in making you sound like a pro German. You can learn the phrases like Ich verstehe nur Bahnhof, which translates to I only understand train station, but its actual meaning is I didn't understand anything. So you can learn these common phrases which are useful in your life. The next tip is focus on the most useful vocabulary. So you can start with words that you are going to use in everyday life, because you don't need to know Weltraumschiff, which actually means spaceships, unless you are planning a trip to Mars, because there are so many words, there are so many vocabulary, and you cannot learn each and everything in just few days. So the best thing is start with the words that you are going to use in your day-to-day life, and then of course later on you can learn extra things, but as you are a beginner, just go with those things which are useful for you. And the trick is stick to basics. For example, you can start with learning numbers, colors, families and food, because you will want to talk about food if you are entering in Germany, because in Germany, the portions are so big and it feels like you have entered a food challenge. The tip is use simple grammar early, that is present tense. Now the question is why to learn present tense only at first? So just think, talking about what you will do next year can really wait. But right now, you need to tell people that you are hungry and that you can say only with the help of present tense. So that's why focus on present tense at first. And the trick is focus on verbs like haben and sein. Haben means to have and sein means to be. Because when you will confidently say ich bin hungrig, then you are halfway to schnitzel. That is a food in German. Another examples can be using the verb sein, which is ich bin müde, means I am tired. And if you say so, then your German friend will definitely ask that do you want coffee? So he will say, willst du Kaffee? Then you can say, ja, aber bin ich müde, means yes, but I am tired for now. So that's how you can maintain a conversation using sein and haben verb and of course the present tense. Practice the cases gradually. In German language, there are 4 cases, which is nominative, accusative, dative and genitive. Now they all are like the flavors of ice cream. If you try them at once, you are really going to enjoy it. Otherwise, you will end up with a brain freeze. So what you have to do is just start simple with nominative or accusative case. Imagine that in accusative case, der Hund becomes den Hund. And of course, if you compare the thing with dative, then den Hund becomes dem Hund. So that's why German cases are little complex if you try to learn them all at once. So just keep the things easy and different and learn all the things one by one. For example, in nominative, the dog is der Hund and the sentence is der Hund jagt die Katze, means the dog chases the cat. Now, if you use the dog in accusative case, then der Hund becomes den Hund. For example, ich sehe den Hund, means I see the dog. So that's why it's important for you to learn the cases differently. Next is immerse yourself in the language. Watching German TV shows and movies is a fun way to pick up words naturally and maybe understand why everyone is so obsessed with crime dramas. And there are so many German movies and dramas for the A1 level that you are really going to enjoy. And of course, we have already given you the list of movies and songs which you can see according to your German level. So the tip is start with something like Tatot. Even if you only understand 30%, you will still feel like Sherlock Holmes by the end. Next point is set realistic goals. Don't expect to be fluent after 1 week. Remember, even Germans struggle with German sometimes. So what you can do is break your goals down into tiny steps, like learn how to say Ich hätte gern einen Kaffee without sounding like a robot. Once you have mastered that, you can conquer the world or at least order a coffee, right? So just practice the day-to-day life sentences which you are really going to need in your life. And remember, you cannot learn each and everything in a single day. You need time for everything. Now what you can do is just set your goals that today I will learn how to say Guten Morgen without panicking, and then outcome will be I did it, I am a genius, on to Guten Tag tomorrow. So that's how you can set your goals in a tiny steps. The next step is very important because it says practice speaking from day 1. Yes guys, just don't think that you haven't studied German enough that you can speak or you can watch a movie. Just drop this thinking and start speaking from day 1. The best way to avoid sounding like Google Translate is to actually speak. Don't worry if you make mistakes. German appreciate the efforts and you will get better with each conversation. Now for practicing speaking German, what you can do is you can find a language partner or you can just talk to your pets in German. They won't judge you. In fact, they will probably be impressed. For example, you can just say, Hallo Hund, wie geht's? And your dog, he will always going to answer you that is woof, and you can translate that you are doing great. That's how you will have your partner in your home only. You don't have to worry how others are going to judge you or what, because your pet isn't going to judge you. The next point is use language learning apps because they make learning fun and you can practice them anytime, even when pretending to listen in meetings. So there are apps like Duolingo which are great for quick bursts of practice. Just don't get too competitive with the green owls. He takes his tricks seriously. Next tip is be patient and consistent. It takes time to master German, so don't beat yourself up if you are not ready to debate philosophy of Deutsch after week 2. Now, what you can do is commit to studying a little each day and remember that even small victories like finally remembering it das Auto are worth celebrating because it's not easy to learn the articles of every noun in German language. So, if you can just memorize the gender of each noun, that it is a great victory for you because it's not easy for everyone to remember the nouns and their genders.
So guys, how was this video? I hope you loved watching it. We'll catch you in the next one. Till then, keep learning German with German Gyan. Take care. Cheers.